Thank you so much for the introduction and the round of applause. I appreciate it. Was not expecting that. This evening, I have the incredible honor of introducing our keynote speaker for the evening, Mr. Ed Futa. For those of you who don't know Ed, and I'm sure many of you do, here's a few words about, for those of you that do not know him. He hails from Honolulu, Hawaii, but now resides in the Madison area. For many years, he was the General Secretary of Rotary International, our Chief Operating Officer, and in retirement, Ed is Rotary International's primary representative to the United Nations at their headquarters in New York City. He is also an active member of the Rotary Arch Clump Society. Please help me welcome Mr. Ed Futa.
Thank you. Thank you, Ashley, and for that wonderful introduction, and congratulations on your acceptance to medical school, which is quite an accomplishment. Thank you very much. I'm nervous tonight, but not nervous because I'm speaking, because I generally speak a lot, but I'm nervous because I have so much to say in such a short time, and you know, I feel I might be cut short, which, you know, one thing I found out as a speaker on many thousands of Rotary stages is once you take the stage, folks, there's no hook back there. Once you take the stage, they got you until you voluntarily walk off. So, but I won't take advantage of it because Jason is right there and he's really taking notes. But test later on. Remember this number, those of you that are number people, 10.024, okay? Now, I'd like my job, I represent you at the United Nations. I almost forgot my job. Ken and Lynn Schubert, representative of the President. Good to see you here. Ken and Lynn are wonderful attorneys in Decatur, Alabama. And they must be good because I think you focus on agricultural law or something like that. But you should see their home. It's on the National Register. I mean, I walked in that house and it knocked me over. It was almost like a museum. So, so welcome here and thank you very much for your inspiring address that you shared with us today at lunch. I especially love the minute-by-minute description of the tragedy of the Titanic. That minute by minute made it alive, folks. You see, so that's why he gets such a fabulous house, because he can explain things like this that grips you and holds you. Didn't you feel that was an outstanding presentation today? Yeah. Well, I guess I better do my job. I do represent you at the United Nations, and I'm going to give you a report on some of my impressions of the United Nations. Now, in your opinion, what does the United Nations do? This is a question and answer thing, folks. 10.024. Yeah. What do? They make peace. If you believe that, this is my proof that I belong to the United Nations. It's a United Nations ground pass to allow me to go in there and poke my nose around. I come prepared, folks, and you know, This is my uniform for the United Nations. But that's neither here nor there. Some people said that their main mission is to make peace. Well, I have to tell you, if you ever want to see peace made, don't go to the United Nations, because they don't make peace, they just talk about it, and they talk about it ad nauseum. It is, those of you that want to take my place, here it is. Because it's an exercise in frustration for the most part. I mean, I went to a plenary session at the United Nations, and it lasted more than 6 hours. I couldn't leave because Bill Clinton was speaking or something like that. I got so hungry, so I texted one of my other reps at the United Nations who lived in New York, bring me a Snickers bar and some snacks. And they did. They came in, because they had the pass too, so they came into this room and they brought me Snickers bars and stuff like that. You know, that's how boring it is, folks. Do you know why? And it's frustrating. You know why? Because no matter what they do, they never make peace, folks. If you want to see peace being made, look at Rotary. And let me explain to you by two significant events that I attended at the United Nations. They were not the plenary sessions, which is, you know, in the Assembly Hall and all heads of state and stuff. It's even more frustrating if you go to those things. Where the real work takes place is the exchange of data and ideas, and that happens in the small breakout rooms. I went to, about a year ago, I went to the first General Water Summit conducted at the United Nations in 10 years. And there were 7,000 or 8,000 people in attendance. But as I said, it's not the General Assembly room, it's the breakout sessions. I went to a breakout session sponsored by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, our partners. It was in a smaller, off the campus of the United Nations. And there, a vice president of Google made a report, and she said, by the year 2030, and that's the due date of the SDGs, or the Sustainable Development Goals, to be achieved, there will be 360 million girls from the ages of 11 through 18 in sub-Saharan Africa. 360 million. That's a whole lot of girls. And what's their job? The job of the girls in most of these countries is to carry water. What's the number? 10.2024. That's the weight of a gallon of water. They carry 3 gallons on their head, an average of 7 miles there and 7 miles back. And they have to do it maybe twice, 3 gallons of water, 6 gallons. Doesn't last a family, depends on how large the family is. Can you imagine this? They're denied an education because they have to carry water all day. The males can go to school, and most of that country, the school is free. These days, culture and civilization is communicated digitally. It's unconscionable to me that 360 million young ladies will not be educated or inherit a culture worth living in sub-Saharan Africa because of the lack of water. Why do I say this? Because what is our prototypical project of each Rotary Club? Is what? Digging wells, folks. Well, it's not just a hole in the ground. It's a hope. It's a hope that we can see a generation of girls being educated together with their brothers in sub-Saharan Africa, 360 million. When you do this, folks, you are contributing to the essence of peace building. You do more than the United Nations in building peace. Why? Because where does peace start? It starts at the home, with the family, and mainly with the females and the girls. That's where it starts. Analyze all you want, but that's a truism. Is it the truth? You're damn right it is. If you want to build lasting peace, educate the girls and the females, and they'll show us how peace is made. And you thought your Rotary service was only digging wells and it meant nothing. Nonsense. Do not devalue what we do. Don't look at wells as a hole in the ground. Look at wells as building peace. That's what it is. And feel good about what you're doing. Oh, we're just building another well. No. Look at it in another way. Look at it in a global perspective. Another story. This is an old technique. In Hawaii, they say talk story. This is how an old auntie usually in the tribe would get together, and all the young people would gather, and they would pass on the culture by talking story, old stories that had lessons. So I'm talking story. Another story. The second week of March, I was again at the United Nations in one of these breakout sessions. And this was a CSW, the Council on the Status of Women. The second most attended meeting at the United Nations, 6,000 something were there. Here again, breakout rooms. The rooms were so crowded, I was telling some of you, that there were standing room only. It's not large rooms, these breakout rooms, standing room only. And when one person left, the monitor at the entrance, the door, would allow another person to enter the room to sit on the floor. No space in the seats there. You entered the room and you sat on the floor. Well, one of the ladies reported that in many civilizations, the three most dangerous words are, "It's a girl." The three most dangerous words are, "It's a girl." Why? Because of the advancement we made in scientific and medical techniques, such as ultrasound. We can determine the sex in the womb prior to birth. So when they see it's a girl, it then signifies when you kill it. Before you had to kill it when it was born, and then you found out it's a girl. Now you can kill it before it's born. It is obscene. It's obscene. And we cannot stand by and allow these kind of attitudes to take place, to take hold. Are they not human too? So you see, this is my report to you as your representative. This is what I'm gathering from the United Nations. Significant. It changes all our outlook and all our lives. I have another story, but I see the clock here, and that makes me nervous. But, yeah, but, I end most of my major talks two ways, either by a poem, same one, or by playing a song. And tonight I would like to end this short talk on time by playing a song. And I'd like you to not only listen, but feel what the song is saying to you, because this is your anthem as Rotarians. The song asks 7 questions. And as it asks these questions, and you hear the words, feel it and parallel it with our 4-word test. They mesh beautifully together. So think about the 4-way test, listen to the words, and feel what it speaks to you as Rotarians and how you would answer these 7 questions. Andrew, please.
Who will speak for the poor and the broken? Who will speak for the peoples oppressed? Who will speak so their voice will be heard? Oh, who will speak if you don't?
Who will speak if you don't? Who will speak if you don't? Who will speak so their voice will be heard? Oh, who will speak if you don't?
Is it the truth?
Who will speak for the ones who are voiceless? Speak the truth in the places of power. Who will speak so their voice will be heard? Oh, who will speak if you don't?
Who will speak if you don't? Who will speak if you don't? Who will speak so their voice will be heard? Oh, who will speak if you don't?
Who will speak for the children of violence? Who will speak for the women abused? Who will speak so their voice will be heard? Oh, who will speak if you don't?
Who will speak if you don't? Who will speak if you don't? Who will speak so their voice will be heard? Oh, who will speak if you don't?
Who will speak for the shunned and the outcast? Who will speak for old people with AIDS? Who will speak so their voice will be heard? Oh, who will speak if you don't?
Who will speak if you don't? Who will speak if you don't? Who will speak so their voice will be heard? Oh, who will speak if you don't?
Who will work for the thousands of homeless? Who will work in the ghettos and streets? Who will work so their voice will be heard? Oh, who will work if you don't?
Who will work if you don't? Who will work if you don't? Who will work so their voice will be heard? Oh, who will work if you don't?
Who will care for the plants and the creatures? Who will care for the land and the sea? Who will work so their voice will be heard? Oh, who will work if you don't?
Who will work if you don't?
Okay, Andrew.
So their voice will be heard. Oh, who will work?
Andrew, you can stop. I see I've still some time. So- But what's important is that you feel this. Because, folks, to do the work that we have to do, it'll take passion. And unless you feel it, you won't have passion to do the important life-saving work that we do. I'll tell you one more story, and I'll be fast. I'm a professional district conference attender because I love to go to district conferences, and Ken and Lynn know that, usually the Saturday night, in traditional district conference, the Saturday night is the district governor's banquet night. So generally Saturday afternoon, half of the day is free for you to visit the town that the conference is at, just to get the local flavor. That's the only chance you'll have to visit. So I went to a district conference in Medford, Oregon. Medford, Oregon, as some of you may know, have you ever heard of a Fruit of the Month Club? It's Medford, Oregon. It's the only industry in a Fruit of the Month Club, and it sends the best fruits every month to your house if somebody ordered it for you. Well, I got so fascinated by the operation of this Fruit of the Month Club that I asked so many questions, and it took so much time. The poor governor was getting antsy to get back to the conference and change and get ready for his banquet. So I felt bad for him, and he said, "Ed, can we take a shortcut that's kind of in the bad part of town?" I said, "Sure, you need to get back," and I took up most of your time. So we took a shortcut to the kind of bad part of town. But when I got back, when we went there, I noticed there was a huge poster on the road, and it had a cereal bowl, obviously cereal bowl, floating cereals, and a spoon on the side. And the caption on that said, "You don't need a spoon to feed a hungry child." Kind of profound, that things you see. You have to watch for it, though. You don't need a spoon to feed a hungry child, because hunger is not caused by lack of food. We have silos that are brimming full, and some are paid to just rot there. You need the will. You need the passion. You need the belief that we can share this. You need to believe that every person is a guest invited to participate fully at the table and the banquet of life and hope. That's what you need. And guess who the inviters are? You as Rotarians are commissioned to invite people, come and join me. Come and celebrate. Together we can celebrate life, because you are invited as a full participant. There's no great gate crashers at the banquet of life, folks. That's your commission, folks. In this room, don't go back and say, "Oh, my commission as Rotarians is just to attend a weekly meeting." Nonsense. Your commission is to know who you are and to know what you're doing is worth it, is really life-giving and life-saving. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Thank you.
Ed Futa, ladies and gentlemen. Ed Futa. Another big round of applause for him. How about that? Powerful speaker, motivational, inspirational. Great job. Thank you, Ed. Wherever you go, wherever you speak, you remind us of the impact of Rotary on the world and the good work that Rotarians do. Thank you for your message tonight and your many years of service.